Welcome back to the Funny Side Up podcast, episode 5. We cannot wait to get started. Finley,
Hello,
how are we
hello.
doing? How are we doing
I'm.
on this fine
Oh
Thursday
my God!
evening?
It's another Thursday, meaning another podcast. I'm
I
doing
know,
swell.
we do them every single Thursday.
Yep, never missed one.
Uh, never never missed a
Never missed
Thursday
one.
every single Thursday. Okay, so episode 5, here we are. We've come a long way since January.
Yes.
Before we actually get into our topics and rolling into the episode, I want to talk a little bit about our launch of the actual freaking YouTube channel and TikTok. So if you didn't know, we have a TikTok,
Yeah.
obviously. Go follow that. If you came in from TikTok, we obviously have our YouTube channel. But before we get
Really? Do
into
we?
that, yeah, funny enough, um, let's talk a bit about, before we start the actual podcast, our gaming episodes. So,
Yay!
we have just recorded, haven't we, Finn? We've just recorded our first ever gaming episode, um, which will be about Arc Raiders, with joined
Yep.
by our good friend Harrison.
Yep.
And we're in the process of editing it now, aren't we, Finley?
Yeah. Sure we are. Sure
So
we are.
that's going to come out in a few weeks. And not to over explain, but we have multiple things come out. We have Phasmophobia coming out soon. We're delving into different avenues, such as maybe we're looking to do a Minecraft series, but our most ambitious series we're looking to do at the moment will be the Grounded 2 series. So stay tuned for that because we're really excited. But also following that, we have hopefully a Formula One Cup career mode series.
That's the
So
one I'm most excited for. Even though
that's the one we're excited for.
EA are gonna make it almost impossible to make it interesting, but that's fine,
Yeah,
I guess.
it'll be fine, guys. Just have a look and stay tuned to the channel. Now, let's actually dive into the actual episode. Finley, I'm going to begin by asking you a very serious question.
Okay.
Are you aware of the Indian niche director known as Jeremy Panda?
I'm not. I've never heard. Yeah, I've never heard him outside of you saying it 40 times.
Wait, you don't know Jeremy Panda?
I don't know Jeremy Panda. Okay.
Okay, well,
Segment over then.
let we'll roll on then. We'll roll on. Okay, so ghosts, the
We actually
paranormal.
rolling on. You're not
Yeah,
gonna
that's it.
explain.
That's it. No, we're not explaining that. Okay, let me
I.
roll in.
Okay.
Right
Right,
from
why not?
ghosts, the paranormal, things we can't quite explain, things that lie in between real and not real. Finley, I want to know your take on ghosts and the whole area and the community they bring together because there is quite a lot of content around
Oh
ghosts.
yeah, we're doing
But I think the
Phasmophobia
most
later, aren't we?
exactly, I think the most important thing about ghosts are how they are quite
Ghostly.
they're almost ghostly. They're almost like
Like.
not real, but they are. But like they've got a tinge. So I'm guessing, Finley, that
Hmm.
ghosts, in your opinion, aren't real.
No. So uh, maybe we need to, rehash what opinion means. But no,
Hmm.
they're not real. There's no argument here. They're just not real.
See, that is
Why are you
exactly
doing like
why
an
you lack.
office look to the camera? Like I've just said the most stupid thing ever. You're like, what's that guy on? You're doing a little freaking
So
smug to the camera.
this is your lack of whimsy, my friend. This is
Yeah.
your lack of
Yeah.
adventure and spirit that you
Okay.
must have in this
Okay.
world.
Okay.
So, from what you can gather,
I'm
how
an
do I phrase
idiot.
this? No. So, I believe in ghosts, but I also don't really think they're real, if that makes sense.
No,
Does it not?
not really.
I just think they lie in like the realm of like they're not
Fiction.
quite what you think they are,
Right.
but they're not. But there's something to obviously ghosts because there's so much media around ghosts and everyone knows what ghosts are really. There's so many like ghost experiences people have had, so many stories you can be like, but obviously ghosts are the last conclusion. Like I've heard stories about, I don't know, like someone's had like knocking in like the middle of the night, but it could be just a tree. Like there's so many different factors to go into, and the last one would be I conclude that that is a freaking ghost.
Can
But
can I can I just say
yeah, you
that
can.
you're kind of I know we haven't started the segment, but you're basically saying there's so much like writing about ghosts, and it's such a popular known thing. That like
Yeah,
Santa is a popular character, widely known. Like that doesn't mean those two
but
things don't
Santa, but
equate.
but Santa brings presents and joy and whimsy and yeah, joy and happiness to little children. Ghosts bring fear.
Right. Okay. So next time you see a ghost, go call frickin' the Avengers, man, because they're
Well,
also
Finn,
widely known.
I I actually have a story for you about
It better not be about
my
the
first,
Avengers.
not about the Avengers, but my first
Right.
ghostly encounter. So basically, the summer of 2024. Are you aware of D of E?
Duke of Edinburgh.
Duke of Edinburgh. To provide context to everyone who doesn't know what Duke of Edinburgh means, it's a it's a few day like walk with camping incorporated, but you do it in the school system, or sometimes you can do it in clubs. So basically, you go off with your class group on your own, navigating certain pieces of the country, and you usually make camp at a campsite to stop and rest, obviously, for the next day. Now, there's different levels of it. There's bronze, silver, and gold, which do like different difficulties. This was silver.
Got
But
not to flex on us.
no, no, no. I didn't do gold because that's for
Loser.
some really
Loser.
really camping. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? No, honestly, DOV is a lovely experience. It's super fun. You just go off with your friends and just piss about. Another story actually got lost in the forest and we couldn't find our way out, and everyone got a little bit angsty. Do you know like Lord of the Flies?
Yeah.
It, it was a little bit like that. I thought people would just start freaking eating each other. But it didn't happen.
Oh, really?
So
You don't say.
no, no. Funny enough, I live to tell the tale. So my story takes place
Yeah, you could have
at the
been one of the ones
campsite.
eating.
No, sorry, I just burped into the mic.
Thank God we've got
Um,
that. That's gonna be our
yeah.
new transition
Don't
sound.
don't don't cut it out. So basically, this story takes place at the campsite, and during DV, you have to like you have to set up your own campsite. You have to cook your own food to get the merit pass and truly experience the experience of DV, the whimsy, the wonder, the wambashery of DV. So basically, there's this campsite, and the toilets were stupidly far away. To be fair, across the field. I don't know why they
Okay.
were. Probably because everyone else is camping, and it would be weird to put the toilets close. But the point is, it's a long walk, and that's important for the story. So nighttime rolls around. I'm in my bed, and I'm thinking, shit, man, I really need to relieve myself right now, like
Okay.
badly. And it's just a horrible experience. No, you have to piss, but it's raining outside. You have to get your dirty ass shoes on, which, by the way, everyone can hear you get up and go off because you make the loudest rustling sound because it's silent. So I just climb out of bed and like, oh, for fuck's sake, I have to put these shitty shoes on and go outside. That's exactly what I did. I just put my shoes on. I went outside in the pouring rain, mind you, and cold as shit, by the way. Didn't bring a coat because it was a hot summer, but it was still cold at night. So walking through the wet grass plains to the washroom, bathroom, the loo,
Okay.
and in order to relieve myself. So that's exactly what I did. And walking across the field, you walk across a pathway that brings you in. So, and that pathway has a light shining down on the gate, okay? Quite ominously, that's important, right? So, I don't think anything of it. No, nothing to think of it. It's just a light. It's pitch black. It's the only thing I can see, really. Got to the toilets, relieved myself remarkably well. Washed my
What does that
hands, and
mean?
then
Well, what does relieve yourself remarkably well mean?
it means it was a good piss. It was a good piss.
Okay.
So I walked out across the gravel road and I looked over to the light and almost like an actual freaking horror movie, there was like a dark figure standing in the middle of the light looking at me.
Right.
And not to like dramify it too much, but like it was almost like surreal because there was nothing going on. There's just this dark figure standing in the only light source, mind you, there, and just literally looking at me. Wasn't moving at all. If it could have been someone like just a regular man, but the fact they didn't move and just looked at me in the only part of the light was super strange to me. And
Why don't you
the,
just like
the
chuck a
face.
stone at it?
Do you want to be honest? I I I turned round, Finn. I stood there and I looked at him for a good minute.
Yeah. And
So,
he looked at
so
you
I
for a
was,
good minute. Like you were doing the same thing.
I know, I was thinking, what is happening? Because I didn't necessarily feel too scared, not to toot my own horn, but
Big man.
like it was just such an odd experience. And then I was just like, after a minute, I was like, do I just do I go up to do I go up to this weird ass looking figure? So, but I didn't know what to do, so I just walked back and I just kept stopped to look around and he was still there. But it was such a stupidly weird experience to experience. And it was such a surreal feeling. And I found out from my mother, she told me that across the
Ghosts
road
aren't
where this
real.
camp, what was
Sorry,
that, man?
continue.
So So across the road from where this campsite was basically was a known haunted like hotel that she used to work at, and she told me that it was like allegedly haunted.
Right.
So I don't I don't actually know if that was a ghost because then again I don't really believe in ghosts, but I don't not believe in ghosts, which is a weird thing to say, but I just cannot explain it in any other way. But like I just feel like it's the atmosphere and the feeling you get round like the whole experience, which just really makes you think that just wasn't normal. That was something else than just a normal person. Because it really did not feel like that was just a normal experience. And the fact that it was a haunted hotel across the street kind of just like, wow, that's a little bit creepy to think about. But it could have been just some random person, but in my opinion, it didn't feel like that. But from what I'm guessing you're gonna deduct from this thing
Yeah.
that it was just the average Joe, maybe someone called Joe.
Can I?
But I really, yeah, go on.
Isn't one of the points of a ghost is that you can't see them? Or did you see this freaking Scooby Doo ass looking ghost with like a white cloth over him? Is this what?
No, no,
I'm
no,
so
no. That's
confused.
not that. What do you? No, you can definitely see ghosts if they are real. I mean, like they're supposed to be like. Well, like the definition of like a real, not like a stupid like Halloween ghost, is like they're kind of like an echo from almost like a sort of illusion of a person, but they're like
Okay.
they faintly resemble a person because they were once a person, but it's more like a an echo of the past than like
So you
you
saying this
know
echo of the past just stood under a light for a minute?
yeah. I mean, I don't know if it is actually a ghost, but
I'm gonna save you some
because
time.
no, please don't.
No, I had my whole British stereotype segment, and now this is my time to reverse it and say that ghosts are not real. You did not see a ghost. Yeah.
But
Mm. Yeah.
I knew you would say this because you have
Oh,
no whimsy in
really?
your soul.
You thought
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell this 19-year-old that I saw a ghost, and you thought he's probably gonna tell me it's not real. What a
The
deduction that was! What a grand deduction!
plenty plenty of people believe in ghosts,
And
but
they're
then again, I'm on the
idiots.
border.
They're idiots.
I don't think so. There's
A lot
multiple
of
like
people
series
think
going out for
no, the flat Earth is like the Earth
what?
is flat, but it's not true. So
Well, I think it's a
stick
mere
that in your
difference
pipe
of
and smoke
opinion,
it.
and I think it's a mere difference of opinion statement. Um,
I don't know about that.
but because you weren't there to experience it,
No.
right? And I think if anyone was there to experience it in my shoes and what I was feeling, they'd definitely feel like that
Did you not
wasn't
say
supposed to happen.
something? You said you like stared at this thing for a minute and you didn't say
He
anything.
was really far away. I was going to be like,
It was
"What the
really far
going on?"
away. I
Yeah.
thought I thought this was some sort of thing that he was like 10 foot away from. Like
No, it was like an ominous, shadowy figure that I couldn't like. It was quite far away. No, he was ages away.
what?
But he was.
So it could literally
He was.
be anything.
No, 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 no. Because he was. It was in the
I
middle, and it was like the shape of a human, and it was looking straight at me.
I thought
So
it
I
was
know
this.
it was looking at. No, I wasn't standing face to face with it.
Oh, this
I
has
just the
changed the
detail.
story completely.
Oh no, he believes in ghosts now.
No, it doesn't. It makes me disbelieve it even further. If it was 10 foot away from you, I'm thinking, I don't know what it could be, unless it was just a man standing there. But now I know it's far in the distance. It could generally be anything.
No, it could not. It could have not been anything.
It
It
could
was
have been a
definitely a
coat
human.
rack for you all
No,
you
no, no,
know.
no, no, no. No, it was Finn. Last time I went past it. Okay, so this is it. Okay, this is the light shining down on it. It's in the middle of a massive gate area. In the middle,
Okay.
it cannot have been an inanimate object unless
Why?
someone moved something there.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Who puts a coat rack in the
I
middle of a
don't
light shining
know!
down?
But it wasn't a ghost.
But it was definitely some like it was either a human or a ghost apparition. So it was definitely something there. It wasn't just some inanimate object. It wasn't just a freaking
Why?
animal.
Why?
I
Why?
told you.
Okay.
What do you mean?
It
I
wasn't
literally
an
just told you.
It wasn't an inanimate object because it stayed still and looked at me. Hmm.
No,
And
that's not what I'm saying.
what are you
It's because
saying?
it wasn't there before, and it
Before
was in
when?
the middle. The only light it was in the middle of a light, a massive light bulb shining right down in the middle of the frickin' street. Like a street lamp. Sorry, not a frickin' light bulb. A street lamp. Couldn't be a coat hanger in the middle of a
Well, I'm
street
not saying
lamp.
it was a coat hanger. I'm saying that's a suggestion what it could have been because it's not a ghost. It
Who
def
the frick who the frick went out and put their coat hanger in the middle? I just feel like that's a weak argument to make because I'm like I get your skepticism because you're a non-believer,
My
otherwise
God.
known as a boring bastard, or
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 someone, or actual person.
no, I get your skepticism, right? But I feel like if you were in my shoes, like the thumbnail looks like,
Yeah.
um,
Wait,
you
for the thumbnail, I'm in your shoes.
no, you're just a bit like,
Oh, okay. Like,
if you were in my shoes and you were in that situation, I would think maybe you wouldn't necessarily think it's a ghost, but you think there's something wrong with that. Like that's not quite right, and I feel like that goes into the realm of paranormal, like it's just something seems off, something seems a bit inhuman about this experience. Like this doesn't seem right in like the coding of the world. Do you know what I mean?
hmm. I don't know. I don't quite
Okay.
know.
Well, so that is my experience on DOV with a ghost. Um, but yeah, that's why I'm a somewhat believer in ghosts.
Okay.
So that's me. That's my story.
That's I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just I don't know. I don't know. I actually don't know. Well, no, I do
Is it
know.
enraging
I
you?
do know. It wasn't a ghost. It was just something. Like, I feel like you're like, it's such a random spot. It's placed under a light, but everything, like,
Why am I
why?
American?
Because you're being stupid. Sorry. That was mean. Americans do it all the time to English people.
But do you like? It wasn't in a random spot. Like, but
I
I'm
no,
saying
it's
it's
placed
a
under a light.
weird.
So is a lot of things. Like I'm right now under a light. It's not random.
It was the.
I
It
put
was a
myself under a
street
light.
lamp. It was a street lamp. The only thing open, shining down with a massive like array of photons. Okay, it had big surface area,
Yeah.
and it was just standing in the middle, in the exact middle.
How do
I
you
mean,
know it
that
wasn't like
doesn't
a
really
guy
matter.
checking his phone or something?
He was standing there for a minute. Okay, he
Yeah.
was not doing this. They were like, they were straight up looking at me.
Okay, we need to get this clarification on the distance here because like I thought 1 second he's like 10 foot away from you, and now I think he's like
You're just not listening. You're not listening. That I'm saying. Okay, do you want me to paint it again?
yeah
Do you
yeah
want me to paint
yeah
this
yeah yeah
picture
yeah
again?
yeah yeah.
Okay, so me standing in the grass field, right next to the road, and so the road goes on. Okay, the road goes on until it reaches this gate. And now this gate has a massive street lamp over it with a light shining down. In that direction, there is no other light sources but that, okay? Looking creepy as fuck, okay? And this person or thing or ghost is standing directly in the middle, looking straight at me, positioned straight at me in the middle, standing there in the middle.
Right.
Not moving at all. Not moving a muscle. It cannot be an object
Why?
because it wasn't there before.
What do you mean it
It
wasn't
wasn't
there
there
before?
before.
It could have
I
been
told you
moved
before I
there.
went in that I looked at.
It
But
could have been
who
moved
the
there.
hell? So do you think someone put a mannequin out there while
I
I went to
don't
the toilet
know.
for two?
I don't
While I went to the
know. I wasn't
someone
there. I'm just telling
exactly,
you, it wasn't a
exactly.
ghost.
But you weren't there. You said it yourself. You weren't there.
That's
How do you
why I
know
don't
it's not something?
know what it was.
But do you think if you were in that no, that's a stupid
No.
question because you'll say no.
Yeah.
If you were in that
I would
situation,
think
I
that's
think
kind of
you
weird. That's kind of creepy. But I wouldn't think it's a ghost. I'd think it's like an axe murderer over a ghost.
or some sort of like creep.
Yes.
But
But
okay,
not a
well
ghost.
the reason I don't think of that is because my gut feeling telling me it wasn't right. But if it was that, that's not any better in the scary department, to be fair.
Is it
But
better?
I don't think it was because like it's like a creep. They could come and touch me, or they could kill me. Like it, you know.
What's what's
It like
what's the good one? What's the one you're?
well, the best one is the ghost. To be fair, because well, the ghost ain't doing shit, is it?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So I think I lucked out there with the ghost. I'm
Nah,
calling him Joe, Joe the ghost. But
Joe was
um,
definitely not a ghost and was definitely looking to chef men up.
no,
Like, it's not a ghost.
no, 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 no. That's worse. That's
I
worse.
know,
But anyway,
but it probably wasn't either,
that
logically.
that's my conclusion of the story. No more
Nice.
further action, please.
Okay,
We are going to transition.
it is.
But yeah, some conspiracy theories are not for the weak. They are quite crazy.
Yeah.
What do you think of the pigeon one I mentioned earlier? What do you think of the pigeon one?
Did you mention a pigeon one?
I said that the government
You
makes
gaslight me.
pigeons drone. No, no, the pigeons are actually drones.
When the hell did you say this?
I did. I said it a few seconds ago.
Jesus, okay. I've been gaslit.
Sorry,
Um,
sorry.
I'm gonna
But
disagree and say they're just pigeons.
no, yeah, I think so too. But like they get into that
Oh,
realm
I
of
thought
like
you were bringing this up as something you believe in.
no, no,
Gosh,
not that.
ghosts and freaking government-controlled pigeons. Jesus
Yeah, I
Christ.
believe ghosts more than government pigeons.
Can I?
Have you ever seen a baby pigeon?
No, but that's probably because they don't fly.
Ah, there you
They
go.
probably don't fly. And also,
True, true,
aren't
true.
there just the whiter ones, the baby ones? Isn't that just?
No, I think they're
Anyways,
different.
I don't
But
like.
no.
Another thing, can I say aliens? Kind of a
Ooh,
conspiracy
good one.
theory. Kind of matches in with ghosts and
Mhm.
people seeing weird stuff with them. Um,
Yeah.
I don't really believe in UFOs really because the way it's been in the media, like I just don't think something, or the ways people stereotypically like think of aliens, like the big green or grey things with the big black eyes. Like I don't believe. I believe in aliens because we're in an infinitely expanding universe, and it would be silly to
True.
think that
True.
we're the only
Well,
life
there's
here.
different theories, isn't it? There's like an isolation theory, which I don't actually know if that's the name, but it's like they're either all around us somehow.
Okay.
No, not in that way. But like they either don't want to go here, obviously,
Yeah,
because we're like un
idiots.
um we're yeah, stupid civilization, so they just go by 'em. Or that every time a human-like organisms create a society, they end up destroying themselves eventually, so they will never reach like space
Yeah,
travel or
yeah, I've
like
heard that.
intergalactic travel.
Yeah.
That one I believe in more because I feel like aliens are probably real. I think
No,
they're
no,
the real
yeah.
in that extent.
I also think like Area 51.
Yeah.
Like there's a reason that exists. Like
Hmm.
that's not like we can think what we want about aliens, but there's a reason buildings like that exist, surely.
Where'd he go? Hello? Where's he gone? Welcome back, everybody. As you can see, it's a whole different day. We
Yep.
had some technical difficulties. Finn's Wi-Fi cut out,
Yep.
and can you tell us a bit about that, Finlay?
Yeah, so while I was talking about all these aliens and the government and conspiracy theories and you were talking about ghosts,
I
yeah,
was.
my internet just shuts off and yeah, it didn't come back for the rest of the day.
Coincidence? I think
Yeah,
not.
no, I've been EMP'd, clearly.
Yeah.
Which was a bit weird. I went downstairs, like, looking for my mum or my brother, and, like, neither of them downstairs, and I was like, okay, it's a bit weird. But
Where were they actually in the end?
they were just, I don't even know, but I just saw them eventually.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Yeah.
So last time we were discussing the alien hemisphere of theories and discussion about aliens. Whether or not you believe aliens are real, I'd say they're more tangible and more proper discussion than if you think ghosts are real, because it's much more likely
Yes.
that aliens are real,
Yes.
but not in the traditional green freaking alien. But you never know, right?
Yeah.
Yoda could be out there. But my theory was last time. Well, the theory that reigns truest to me is that we our society's destroying them. Sorry, every time I look over, you just see you look like a penis.
What? You can't,
Sorry,
you can't say that.
we we weren't gonna
Um,
address it, but no, we won't address it. Is that yeah, societies destroy themselves before they can get into space travel, and whether or not space travel is possible, like Star Wars, or they completely don't exist, which is a less tangible theory. But what's your theory, Finn? What's your
what? Sorry. Um,
what reigns the most truest to you personally? Because I'd say that theory is kind of my resolution of what aliens could be.
um. Well, I think aliens are like. There's almost definitely aliens. Like,
Yeah,
can I just say as a first thing?
definitely.
Because infinitely expanding universe and like it's
There's
just
like
they just are like obviously we
yeah,
don't know
because
how close, but
we're in the Goldilocks zone, aren't we? We're like one in a million chance, but if the universe is infinitely expanding, then there's an infinite a number of one in a million chances, isn't there?
yeah.
For life to be real. But, obviously I don't think it's gonna be as cool as you think, though, unfortunately. But who knows? Because space space is a mystery, and I think that's why it's so captivating.
Yeah.
It's such a
Have we got another topic?
um
Don't-
we have got ghost paranormal thoughts. Um
should we just address the elephant in the room?
what?
You know.
I know. Finn,
Yes.
why are you wearing a Dipsy costume?
Is that what it's called?
It's Dipsy, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I guess it is. Uh,
Can you stand up and show the camera?
I can try.
Oh, here
I
we
don't know.
go.
I feel like I feel like an
Can you show
absolute
us?
unit in this.
Can you show, can you show us the butt flap? Like
No.
you range between
No.
looking like a newborn chick to like an actual penis. Because what is this?
What an
This
absolute
bit
great
look.
combo. Thank God.
I just don't know what to
Yeah,
think.
Ollie told me to wear this. Also, to make it worse, this is the one podcast that we've had to do like a freaking over 2 days. So I've had to put this on
Yeah.
twice, and I'm boiling. I'm boiling. And
Does
last
it not
time I
make you
saw
happy though?
the podcast, I had to take the hood off because it isn't. This thing isn't like I'm quite tall, and this thing isn't built for people who are 6'4". For some reason, they didn't build
Yeah.
Teletubby costumes that big.
Maybe they're just not.
It just like
They just,
pulled my trim back, and it looked awful, and I was slightly crying myself to sleep about it. But we move.
I, you look dazzling.
Thank you.
You look
That's so
absolutely
much better than
amazing.
being called a penis.
That's not your fault though, looking like a penis.
Is it mainly the
So,
lighting that makes my skin look
mm,
a bit green?
yeah, it just
Also,
looks like you're,
the costume looks quite yellow, doesn't it? It
yeah,
makes
it
me look like
does in that
Lala.
lighting.
I'm like in real
Yeah.
life, I'm like really,
God,
really green.
God forbid you'd look like Lala.
I know.
Fucking Lala. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question now, Finn.
Shoot.
So, we have this question here. If you could go back in time to any place, anywhere, Any experience, only back in time, not to the future.
In my life or in general?
In general,
Okay.
what would you go and see? I'm curious. What would the great Finlay go and spectate?
Oh God.
Off the top of the head of my head, I'd say maybe a few F1 races.
Oh, that's not that's not like the best. Um,
I guess if you had to do it once, where would you go? Because that's a really hard question.
Maybe the moon landing or
On
something
the
like.
moon.
No, 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 no. Just like there, because it must have been a pretty insane time, no?
Another conspiracy theory that it was
Oh God,
faked. Yeah,
no,
we go into that. That's a
just
bit
wasn't.
bonkers. Bit too much, lads. Okay, let's all calm down.
But yeah, it
But
must have been quite an insane time in humanity. So maybe then
if you could go to a location in that time period, where would you go?
the
I'm saying
moon is
more
up
like a
there.
Would you go to the moon?
Uh, well, surely if I go with the people who successfully made it to the moon, then I'd be
Yeah.
all right. Unless I'm actively doing something to make them fail.
And if you're wearing a Teletubbies costume, then it's going to be a little bit
Yeah,
difficult
then
to breathe.
oh, okay. I didn't realize I had to go with my costume. I didn't realize that. I
No, you're teleporting right now from this time period, and then you're going just plonking yourself in the
There are some
past.
strange rules about this.
I know. I did not really think this through, to be fair.
Imagine if I went back to like the medieval days and just showed up like this. I think I'd be like either. Also, can I just say, sorry about your question. The moon landing is the best I have. But do you
Yeah.
think I've always thought this that if you went back to like medieval society and like took your phone with you, that you could just become their like leader,
Oh
like
my
just
God.
humanity's leader,
I think they can only go either two ways, really.
kill
You
you
can either be,
instantly.
yeah, or
Yeah,
become a god.
that's what I keep thinking. I keep thinking either I'm gonna be killed in seconds,
Yeah, but
but I
logistically,
feel like you
you
can
wouldn't
do a
have any
lot of things to
service.
freak them out, and they wouldn't kill you.
I guess so.
You can just be
You could
like,
literally, oh, look at this image.
you could just like, I don't know.
There's so you could probably freaking video them and show them, and they'll be like,
Yeah,
ah! Or take pictures, or like, I don't know.
but
You
you
could,
would just be like, if they don't kill you instantly, you would just like rule like you would just be like above every king and queen ever. Surely, because you just
but if
have.
you don't have your phone, you're kind of
No,
screwed
you
though.
do have your phone. You can bring your phone.
Yeah, I know, but if you lose it, someone steals your phone. It could be like the MacGuffin.
Yeah, but no one knows how to use it.
True, true. You're like the scientist behind it, and no one can unlock it with their fingers.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So I
that
just
might
think
be cool.
you end up just ruling the world. So maybe that's my
So
choice.
you but it's ruling the
Although
world in
it
the
is like
medieval time period
stinky.
back then.
Like imagine how stinky and like just terrible it was to be a human back then. That's why it's kind of
Yeah,
mad that we're in an age, even like like 20 odd years ago when there was like the technology was pretty sparse and like not really
yeah.
affordable. Like
I wouldn't say it was that bad. I wouldn't say technology is like it's definitely made life easier, but like with that comes certain struggles, I'd say.
yeah, yeah, maybe.
So
I'm
20 odd
pretty
years ago.
okay. Not 20's a bit soon, but I don't know. It's just if I feel blessed to be in this time rather than the time where I have to throw my shit out of a window. Let's
True,
put it like
true.
that.
I would definitely not like to be a peasant back in the day. It does not seem fun. And
No.
also, when you're a peasant, you cannot be anything but a peasant. Like you are just that, which is kind of crazy.
Hmm.
There's no, there's no becoming royalty. There's
Well,
no,
no.
which,
There's no becoming royalty for like anyone.
no, no, true, true. But I guess in this day and age, you can be successful and get money
Like
from like
us.
education. Yeah, look at us. A Teletubby costume and
Yeah.
damp hair. But is that your pick then? Would you want to go back in time and become an overlord with
I
your phone?
like, do you want like an event? Is this what you're kind of after, or
No, no, I'm just interested to get your opinion. If so, what event though would you go for?
the World Cup in 1966 when England won? That'd be pretty cool.
I guess so. I was thinking more something like, I don't know,
Surely that's like the
like
biggest one for our nation. Like, if we win the World Cup again, like that's like the biggest. Like, you can't really top that, really, in terms of sporting events that the majority of people would care about.
in terms of sporting events, no. But 2008 Lewis Hamilton,
What does that mean?
we won the championship.
Okay.
I'm just saying, it's good. He won the championship in the British team as a British driver. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe. If I had to pick what time, this is a freaking shit question.
Wasn't it
I actually hate.
suggested by someone?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you freaking kill them.
Hold that. Ollie
I'm
said your
changing the
question
question.
shit. I
I'm
For one,
changing the
I
question.
kind of liked it. So
Okay,
what are you
cool.
gonna do?
Um, let's talk about. Oh, should we? I don't know. I don't
Talk about the
know. I don't really
shoey.
want. No, not
Okay.
about the shoey. Um, okay. Well, we're gonna talk about this for the last section of the episode. Um, I want to talk about our previous experience of diving into the gaming world and
Oh.
filming it. I when that video comes out, I think people will definitely know your opinion on that game.
Oh.
But I want to first talk about a bit of Arc Raiders, and then I want to talk about a bit about Grounded 2 and the future.
Well.
So I know I discussed it earlier in the episode, but I want to do a deep dive into that mainly.
Okay.
Okay. So, what did you think of Arc Raiders, Finley?
Shite.
Why?
Like, there was a bit where I was kind of playing into it, where I was saying, kept saying it was bad, but it was one of my least favorite experience of playing games in a while. Like,
Oh.
really, I did not enjoy it
And
at
you
all.
never have a great experience playing games these days, really. So that's
No,
saying
that's
something.
not true. It This time was like really bad. Like, this, when we played, recently reminded me of like playing Fortnite out of like chapter one. Like, I like generally just wanted to melt into the ground. And we were recording, so it kind of made it feel. I don't
I
know. It made it feel
I
slightly
didn't
better, but
I didn't find it that bad. I feel like
you were the
I
middle.
yeah, but I feel like it's definitely overrated for me, and it's not like a game I would play in my free time. But
Except you have. But,
I what?
well, we're not really like contractually obligated to play that game. Like, we did just play in
No,
our free time.
no, but I mean like like not for recording. I mean, I do
Still
like
important.
the drone physics. I think those are really cool. I think that's like a really cool, different like
The
take on
effect?
like just the drones.
Oh,
Really
I
like the
thought you
drones.
meant
That's really
like.
cool.
I thought you guys were
But
flying drones. I was like, I clearly didn't.
no,
Yeah.
no, like Siege. No, it was just such a it's such a strange game to put so highly on like the pedestal for some people, but I just don't think it is that good.
Yeah.
It's okay. But it's like I don't know. It's like Apex Legends level for me. Like it's not that.
No.
I did like Apex Legends back in the day, but if I went back to Apex Legends now, that would be kind of the same level of Arc Raiders. Like it's not that great to be fair. Like there's
Yeah.
other alternatives that you could play which are probably better, but I'm not really a big fan of the extraction shooter thing because I just don't understand the point of going into a place, extracting materials to build weapons to survive longer and get more materials. Like the building up is building up to the same thing. And I know like that's mostly the game loop with other games as well, but not
Mm,
to that extent of like
do
I'm
you
just
know?
doing this to do this better. Like that Nah, I'm not really for
I
that. The end
I
game is
wouldn't
annoying.
mind it as much, but should I tell you what really pissed me off?
Yes,
Was the
do.
skill tree. The skill tree really,
Oh yeah,
really,
that's
really
stupid.
got
I
on my
agree.
Teletubby screen.
I agree. Sorry, I just need to. Why would you have to put having fun? Like, because I admit when you run fast into a location and shoot a bunch of people, that's pretty fun. Why'd you put that behind playing the game? I don't want to play the game and then have fun. I want to play the game and have fun
Yeah.
already. Like, the you're so slow as like a default player on that game. The stamina, you're just like fucking obese. You cannot run in that game at all.
Should
I
I
don't
tell you? Should I
understand.
tell you the thing is that normally with games, I think most people find that when you start should be one of your most enjoyable bits where you're learning the game and everything is new. But with that game,
Yeah.
it's like I don't give a shit this is new. It just feels like I'm playing a Roblox game, which is
Well, I wouldn't
really
go that
harsh
far.
for
I
multiplayer
wouldn't
game
go
of the
that
year. But
No, the graphics are good though, but
no,
that's
I meant in
not
terms of the feel of it.
yeah.
Like it
Even though
really
it's like
feels
Battlefront controls,
like
but
like you
no.
said with the stamina. Like
Mm,
it just feels so janky at the start, and I just don't
yeah, it does.
can't get into it, and I won't.
Yeah,
So what
I
other
think it's just
games are
a
we gonna play?
well. I've said um at the start of this episode, I think Grounded Two's coming.
Yeah,
So Grounded Two is a game where you're shrunk and you're tiny and you have to survive in this backyard. Which not Grounded Two takes place in a park, and there's tons of different creatures and like insects that you have to like fend off, and it's a really unique, cool advent like survival game.
yeah.
But it's just got that extra tinge to it where it's just there's a certain vibe about Grounded 2 which just makes it really enjoyable to play. And Grounded 1 is really good in my opinion. Grounded 2 is even better. And they haven't even finished it. And like it's quite a long campaign right now. It's quite long. There's a lot of things you need to do. And it's not even like 20% done, so there's much more coming to Grounded 2 in the future. Because I don't know why, but Grounded 2 likes Grounded as a series likes to work in the basis of, oh, we release a beta 4 years after the game is fully done. But I don't mind that because there's a lot to do in Grounded 2 and it's very, very fun. And there's a lot of different um, gear and different like weapons, and it just seems so fun. And as a co-op duo, I think it will be a really fun experience to watch and come along with. So that is what's coming in the future.
Do you want to talk about what we're doing? Maybe today?
Today, okay. Whoa! It probably won't come out today. It probably won't come
No,
out for a minute.
God no.
No, definitely not. Well, obviously not, but
I
um,
have my work stacking up at the moment.
you do. You have this video to edit, which granted won't take that long because it's a podcast. But then you have Arc Raiders to edit, and then you have Phasmophobia, which will be potentially done
And can I
after
say,
this.
sorry, can I just say, I should have been editing freaking Arc Raiders a week ago, but someone, this is why you never invite guests. This is why it should always just be me and you, because they come in, we play their favorite game, you know, we invite them onto the channel, and they don't send you their footage for a freaking week. A
You can't help.
week.
You're outing him on the podcast.
You know who you are, and the audience will know who you are.
Yeah, we've said
Bitch.
Harrison's name before, so.
Bitch.
But
Bitch. Sorry.
moving on the spooky vibe,
I'm trying
the
to not
spooky
like
vibe.
shout because it's like
Yeah,
not a
we don't
shouting
have long
time.
left anyway. We're close. This is the closing segment, everybody.
Yeah, I'm glad I've put
Um,
this costume on for
yeah,
about a 10-minute segment after, but
it's
that's
okay.
fine.
You look fabulous. So we're going to be
Hmm.
playing Phasmophobia, and we're going to do
Yes.
that with our good friend Samuel. If I should just say his full
Last
name,
name, really?
Samuel.
I don't think he's gonna
Um,
like that.
Samuel. You can take that out. It's fine. Samuel. Um, we're going to be doing, yeah, Phasmophobia, which is a ghost hunting game, with no radio, so it's gonna be pretty fun. But yeah, that's what's gonna be coming in a bit. So we hope you enjoyed
Oh
this.
wait! Before we end, Ollie,
Yeah,
we should also do reaction videos. Just
we
putting it out
should.
there.
And we will do reaction videos. There's
Thank
going to be
God.
reaction videos coming, gaming videos, but also potentially there's going to be movie night videos as well.
Well,
So,
that's kind of bubbled in with the reaction because I
yeah.
assume we're not going to be watching. Actually, we make no money at the moment. We could generally just watch like Endgame if we really wanted to. We make no money, so
I'd say that we have to watch something that we haven't watched before though, because like we can't stay in our bubble of like Marvel and DC and like Star Wars, unfortunately. Unless, Finn, I've got an idea. Got an
okay,
idea live on the podcast.
okay.
We watch the new Darth Maul series on the podcast.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if we do start making money off this stupid thing we do, we won't be able to watch like big stuff like that anymore. So we might as well,
Do it now.
while we can, yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
So that will be coming, guys, and reaction videos will be coming. I don't know. But that will be us today. Sorry for the cut between segments, but we hope you enjoyed part one and maybe part two. We'll see you soon, hopefully. So thank you very much for watching. And Finlay, I have one more thing to say to you.
Yep.
During the time off between today and
I thought it was
yesterday
gonna
and
be like
tomorrow,
a small little question, but okay, go on.
yesterday and today, have you researched Jeremy Panda?
God, no. And that will be us, ladies and gentlemen.
That'll be
Good
us.
night.
We'll see you in the next one. Bye.